Thank you guys for joining us today. My name is Red.
This is Mike.
And we have a special guest today, Chad Dann, filmmaker and videographer.
An all-around entrepreneur.
Yeah, he's a businessman for sure. So this podcast is going to be coming to you every week. We're going to be talking about the movies that are coming out, games, shows, anything media related. And every episode we're going to have a special guest that's going to come on the show and show their talents and share it with the world. So let's. This is weird because we don't do this very often. So let's start with how have you been, guys? What's been new?
I'm good, man. My daughter. I have a daughter, Violetta. She's 3 years old. I just taught her how to pull my finger, and you know when you pull your finger, you fart. She's obsessed with that, but she doesn't always think to do it. So sometimes I let a fart slip before she pulls it. But I'm really enjoying that aspect of it. I've been going sledding with her.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. She's fucking growing up so quick. You got a kid too, right?
Yeah, I do. I have a 5-year-old son. He's a little red, as we call him. He has my name and pretty much everything else that I have.
Yeah.
He's a wild man.
He's a wild man.
He's a wild man.
Yeah, he sure is.
All right, Chad, what have you been up to, man?
Graduated from college about 7 months ago.
Yeah.
Went in, started my own business, Grindstone Films, video production company. Doing whatever commercial, corporate work, weddings, and working my way up to getting back into like doing films and documentaries. That's like my eventual goal. I actually just signed on to co-direct a feature film this summer. Yeah, just signed on to co-direct a feature film this summer, so I'm kind of excited about that.
Yeah, tell us about that. What is this? What is this feature?
I can't give you too much information.
No, I don't mean the story. I mean, like, what is?
A friend of mine, Zach Cornett, wrote a script. He's a horror movie buff. And it's a feature-length script, kind of paying homage to the old like 80s slasher films.
Nice.
So, like I said, I can't give you too much about it right now. But
it's a horror film.
Yeah,
so
that's
pretty
good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Typical, like, you're in the woods, there's a killer.
Obviously.
Yeah.
There's got to be a killer somewhere with a horror movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But right now we're in the funding phase. We're about to drop like a teaser trailer. And then probably, do something like a GoFundMe or something like that. Maybe a couple charity events or fundraisers to try to build up the budget.
Yeah.
So maybe we can be able to pay our actors, cast and crew, and all that stuff. So that's kind of where it's in the beginning stages right now, but that's where we're at right now.
That's cool.
Dope, man.
Yeah, so as people that don't know us, we probably should get a little bit of background on how we met. And so, Mike, you want to talk a little bit about?
So, I'm from Binghamton, New York. Just turned 29. Old now. I'm a filmmaker. I started off in music video market and slowly merged into making movies and doing live shows and stuff like that. But I like doing mainly cinematography and stuff like that. I have a passion for doing like stop motion, claymation, different things like that. And my main focus right now is to do feature films.
That's cool.
What about you, Red?
Well, I mean, you want to go with
Give
me?
a little bit of your history. I know you're from the Kingdom of Morocco.
Right. So that as they're putting me in TC3 when I was graduating, putting Kingdom of Morocco on the ticket. So yeah, my name is Red, short for Red One, and I'm from Morocco, Kingdom of Morocco, and I came here in 2009. I'm a filmmaker and videographer and everything in between. I enjoy everything media. I enjoy music, films, shows, anything that's media related I'm into, and I'd like to stay informed as far as the new technology that's coming out and all that stuff. So I'm a tech savvy, as you would say. And so we're starting the show just to, me and Mike decided to start the show just because we wanted to we thought we'll have people that are interesting here, to talk to about what's gonna come out, what's already out, what they do, like a lot of musicians and stuff like that. So this is really cool.
It seems like fun stuff happens when you bring people together. So when
true,
you have a sense of community, you're able to just bring up the energy within your own personal life. So
Right.
I like just meeting up with people and basically chilling.
Yeah.
Step outside of your daily program.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
Now, in order to get to how we met, I met Red through Chad. So
Right.
I
And I
can
met
talk
Chad
about
through
that a little bit.
What?
Chad, once upon a time, went by the name of Diamond Rosselli. He was a rapper, and he reached out to me when he was in California, and he had an interest in working with me on music videos. And he had said that he was going to move back soon, and he wanted to link up with me. And I think the first time we worked together was on a song called Rude Boy, and that had 2 other artists on it.
Excuse me.
When we shot that, I don't remember too much about that day, but some funny shit happened. I was shooting a scene with like this girl, Naomi, and another girl. They were about to make out in their video. And so I was shooting the scene, and all of a sudden I feel somebody's playing with my nipples. This girl went up to my shirt and she started fucking tweaking my nipples, and she was like feeling me up. And I was so fucking uncomfortable as the lights are all out. But that was basically my first time dealing with Dime, like the setting that he would bring to my life. That was
a crazy video for sure. That's a crazy video.
What do you remember about that, Chad?
The video?
Yeah.
I just remember I was fresh, moving back from California. I had seen some of Mike's work online. I didn't see anybody else around here doing what Mike could do, so I reached out, and like I said, we went to shoot the Rude Boy video, and it just got crazy. I had a lot of fans from the whole hometown. A lot of females came out, and we just went to this bar and locked it down. Everybody was drinking and having a good time, and just filmed the video. And yeah, I guess Mike definitely did step into my world. I was a little crazier back then than now. I'm a little more laid back now, a little more about my business. Back then I was.
It was definitely
a different
interesting.
breed. So we grow.
That's what we do.
We
Yeah.
all grow. Life is a big learning lesson.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. And of course, you met Red in college.
In college, yep.
Could I?
Yeah, honestly, the only reason I ended up talking to Red was because, I went into the class and I sat down to the 2 dudes that look, because I was older, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think I was like 32 or something like that when I first started. And I sat next to the 2 dudes that looked the oldest because, I was a little nervous, like, I'm going back to school with a bunch of 18-year-olds and stuff, different generation. And I sat next to Red because I thought he was like 45.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Did he have his beard back then?
Yeah, I can't remember. And I sat next to Aaron Fuco as well. And he had a big, he was only like 18, but he had a big beard, so I thought he was like in his 20s or something. But yeah, that's how I ended up connecting with Red, and we worked on our first project together, and then it was love at first sight,
Yeah.
pretty much.
So, and then the way we were all brought together eventually
It was through Chris Jones. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were working on a project for school, me and Chad, and we met like 7:00 p.m. It was at night, right? It was at night.
There was a show, so Red was like, "Yo, let's go check out this show." There was a hypnotist coming in.
Yeah.
Let's go check him out. And I think we had to meet at like 7:00 that night. We met for something to do with the project.
Yeah, it was for a project. Yeah.
And then we went and we seen Chris perform, and we were in the back. We could barely see because the kids were going crazy. And then we just started talking like, "Yo, let's ask this dude if we can shoot a documentary or something."
Yeah, it was small. Just let's do a documentary for a school project. That's how it started.
And we went up and talked to Chris and found out that he lived in Chicago. So we kind of thought like, oh, he's not gonna want to do nothing. And then he's like, "Oh, why don't you guys come out and have a couple drinks with me after?" And then I think a couple days later we were driving to Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Make a long story short.
Yeah, I remember when we were sitting in the patio in the bar that we were in, and he's like, "Why don't you guys come to Philly? I have a show tomorrow."
Right.
It was the next day, and it was the next day. Yeah, he's like, "Why don't you come to Philly? I'm doing a show tomorrow at 7. You guys want to go?" And we're like,
So then I was like, "Yo, we got to bring my boy Mike.
"Yeah." He's like,
He's on point.
"Yeah."
Lays his game down quite flat when it comes to the video game.
Right, and I think that that was the perfect time to meet because it was something that we both of us were learning. Mike had an experience in it, but we both were learning, and it helped to have him as a mentor to to guide us through what to do.
Yeah, Mike played a vital role in mentoring me and helping bring my skills to another
I would
level.
say the same for me.
Not just that, but helping, believing in me and giving me the confidence to where I could do it on my own. You know what I mean?
Right.
So.
Right. That's what we do. We're just like giving them all.
No, I for me it was all a little bit different though because I was new to that world of like traveling. First of all, I hadn't really been out of the state at all, so like the next few months would have been me traveling all over and completely being removed from my shell. It was an amazing experience.
Yeah, you did come out of your shell quite a bit.
Yeah, like I felt like a lot of it was finding who I was on the road, and I got to not have to be the person who I always was. On the road, I could be who I thought my ego was. So, but it eventually kind of, it was a little destructive, and like there was a lot of drugs and stuff involved, including meth and heroin.
Yeah.
Oh, this isn't that kind of story.
No, it's not that kind of story.
Damn, Mike.
No, there was none of that. But it was a lot of fun, and I got to explore myself as well as how to work with other people. Because previous to that, I would always have to do everything on my own, and it was a learning curve trying to break into working as a team and respecting other people's views and stuff. So it was a lot of fun just coming into that knowledge.
Right. And I think we should say the same thing because I've never traveled anywhere here with anybody else besides my wife and her family. Right. So to go out with you guys and then experience that brotherhood that we had, on the road, it gives us a glimpse of. One beautiful thing to me is it gave us a glimpse of what the future could be. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I think we'll continue to work with each other. Oh yeah. For a very long time, for sure. But
it was cool.
It was good times.
We would share hotel rooms together, and a lot of stuff would happen after the show, like different things that would create memories for us. Right. We would one time Chris Jones, he looks like Drake, so
yeah, we're in Potsdam. Is that right?
Yeah, we were in Potsdam, and we were escorting him around after the show and pretending to be his bodyguards because we had little walkie-talkies that had earbuds on them and shit. And like it seems like we weren't in control of anything, but we created our own fun in the environment we were in. Created our own little world in this. Like, picture this, like, Chris is kind of, he's, compared to you two, he's shorter, and I'm a short dude. So it's like you got Red and Mike around Chris. They're looking like big bodyguards. We got these little earpieces in, like literally, Mike's moving people aside, like move aside. Drake's coming through, talking into the radio and me, a couple steps back. It was hilarious, man. It was hilarious. Definitely good times. So that's pretty much how we met. We've been working on films and different things ever since. And
let's continue talking.
Red said he had to go take a shit, but he's back already. So that's cool.
It was a quick shit.
Did you get a chance to wipe or?
No, we don't wipe.
We don't wipe. I usually just find the corner of a wooden couch and I just scrape it off like a shingle.
Okay, so should we move on to the next segment?
Yeah.
talk about what we have. So the next segment we have is called housekeeping. So in this segment we're going to talk about what's going to come out in theaters and this week, and what's going to come out in Blu-ray and games, PS4, Xbox One, PC, iOS, everything as far as that coming out this week, just for this week. So we'll start with the movies in theater. We have Rogue One, a Star Wars story, coming out December 16th, this Friday.
Whack.
So Rogue One, a story, a Star Wars sort of story, is an all-new epic adventure in a time of conflict. A group of unlikely heroes band together on a mission to steal the plans to the Death Star, the Empire's ultimate weapon of destruction. You guys seen the last one, right? The Force Awakens?
Yeah.
I did see it. For some reason, every time I go to the movie theater, I end up falling asleep during the movie. Like, I don't mean to. No disrespect to the directors and the creators of the movies, but the whole fucking being in a dark theater with melatonin flowing through your dick, like you get wiped out, and I get so angry at myself when I fall asleep.
Yeah.
That happens.
Have you seen it?
The
Force Awakens?
Yeah. Yeah. I thought it was a good movie. That's about it.
That's about it.
Entertaining,
It's just,
right?
Yeah. I mean,
There was nothing special as far as
Yeah,
it was basically the same thing.
it was
just-
Star Wars.
Right.
You know, like, you had to go see it.
Right. So this one is different. This one doesn't have any of the original cast, right? Or any of the cast from the other movie. This is a standalone story.
It's in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah, but it's yeah.
Somewhere.
They have a few people that are in there that are pretty interesting. They have the guy who was Dann, I think his name. The guy in Ep1. You guys seen Ep1?
Oh, him.
He's playing in it. Yeah.
Dude, he's
The martial artist in there too. He's like has
Oh, yeah, he's
some
pretty
fight
sick.
scenes in there. Yeah.
Well, why don't we just roll the trailer? No.
Roll the trailer.
on our beautiful green screen.
So you guys gonna go see it? You gonna go see the movie coming up?
I think I'm gonna go see it.
You go see it? What about you, Mike?
I thought I was gonna go see it last night. It was my brother's birthday, and it wasn't out yet.
Right.
You could pre-order tickets, so it was listed. So I was gonna buy tickets up and go see it, but we ended up going to see Fantastic Beasts instead. But
Yeah, how was that?
it was interesting. Of course, I fell asleep during big portions of it.
Yeah.
But I woke up in time to get what the plot was about.
Right.
Without spoiling it, I don't know how to tell it, but basically it was a very interesting world to be a part of. Like I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan, but that world that Rowling created is fucking amazing, and I'd like to visit there someday.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to get through the Harry Potter movies. I'm like halfway through the second one.
Oh, you got a long ways to go.
Still trying to get through those, but I'm from a different generation. I'm from a generation of gangsters and thugs. You know.
Oh yeah, man. I'm still trying to get through The Godfather. That shit's like 12 hours long.
Never even seen it.
I haven't.
You haven't seen The Godfather?
No, never seen The Godfather.
You
Never
lying.
will.
You're lying.
Never will. It's a disrespect to mob culture. Listen, a real gangster moves in silence. You don't go pop the guy.
I don't think it's based on anybody's story, though, is it?
I'm pretty sure it is.
It is?
There's a.
I think it's a fictional story. I don't
I know
think
there was a gang that was moving out in Appalachian, and they actually feature that story in the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it is based on true events.
That's cool. That even more of a reason to watch it, Chad. It's based on No?
Respect to The Godfather, but I'm good.
Yeah,
know.
I feel like if I would have watched it when I was young, just coming up in the film world,
Yeah.
I'd appreciate it more. But some movies, it's just hard for me to go back and watch.
Right.
As technology's evolved and different things, and I'm just talking out of my ass right now. because
I
obviously
see that. Yeah.
Obviously, the story's a story, but
Right.
I feel like it's too late for me to see it.
What,
I've already seen like the best mob movies,
Right.
and in my opinion, I don't
Like I was a big fan of Bronx Tale.
yes,
I thought that was a great one. But I don't know. My problem is like I watch all these movies, and then like a year later, I'll just forget the entire movie. So it's cool
Right.
when you go to watch it again because it's like
Right.
a brand new movie.
Pretty much any movie after like when you're 6 years old just gets kicked out of your fucking head.
Yeah.
If it didn't have a major impact.
No, I can't necessarily say that. Yeah, because I know a lot of people that are constantly quoting movie lines
Right.
or quoting them. And they're like, "What movie's that, Chad?" I'm like, "I have no idea what you're talking about." You know.
Right.
I'm just not one of those guys.
Yeah.
That memorizes the movie quotes, but there's a lot of them out there. But yeah.
That's cool. So the next one we have is Collateral. We'll just skip over. That's it.
Skip over that one because that went in a whole nother direction.
Can I
Collateral.
just address the elephant in the room?
Yeah, what's the
It is fucking cold in this. It
is.
Like,
I think we should give for the movie.
Yeah. Which one?
I think we
Star
should
Wars?
give it like a yay or nay. Like, are we gonna watch it? Like,
I'm gonna watch it. I'm definitely going to. Not probably not in theaters. I don't know if I'm gonna go watch it in theaters.
can we get a yay or a nay?
It's a yay for me.
Mike?
It's probably a nay for me.
You're not gonna watch it at all?
I'll watch it when it hits Redbox or something. Like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're gonna watch it
that.
when but not in
I'll
theaters.
probably do that. Not in theaters.
Nay.
No, not at all.
No, I'm probably gonna watch it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
I'm just Star Wars. It's whack. You know.
Oh, stop it. You're gonna offend old people that are.
No, I'm just kidding. No.
Star Wars.
I kind of like Star Wars. Kind of.
Yeah, I do too. It's not my favorite series of movies. Like, it's not my favorite stories that movie-wise, but
I
it's.
missed it all. Like, if I would have saw it when I was a kid, it would hold meaning.
Because I watched the first two, not like the first two, but like the four and five, just a few months ago, and it was painful to go through them again.
That's what I'm saying. When technology evolves,
Yeah, like
when you try to play like a video game that's like pixelated, and shit,
Yeah.
it's so hard to go back.
Well, when you watch it back then, you think it's the greatest
Right,
shit since
right.
bread. You know, it's like best. Like one of my favorite movies of all time is Independence Day, with Will Smith when Will Smith was good, and.
God damn.
But I watched it a couple weeks ago, and I was like, wow, I remember being in the theater and this being the most amazing, like, visual, stunning thing I've seen. And now it's like you can see like certain parts where they got like a ship hanging from like a piece of thread, on the green
With that
screen.
fishing string showing in the scene. Yeah.
But yeah, technology has definitely changed. The one thing that really screwed me up with the original Star Wars when I was younger was Yoda.
He looks so fake. He's like a puppet.
Just fake. He just looks like that creepy uncle, that may or may not
That motherfucker knows a lot. Like,
take you on a few walks in the woods.
Yeah.
They were literally in the woods for that. for those
Force
parts.
push his finger in your asshole.
Well, I wasn't thinking about it that deep.
All right, well, I'm a deep thinker.
It's understandable.
Okay, so we'll move on to the next one. Collateral Beauty. When a successful New York advertising executive experiences a deep personal tragedy and retreats from life entirely, his colleagues devise a drastic plan to force him to confront his grief in a surprising and profoundly human way.
Sounds pretty interesting.
I saw the previews for it, or the trailer was.
Can you read that again? I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry.
It's basically it's saying as
Read it like,
advertising.
like Earl Jones.
This executive, this guy, it doesn't have to be executive or anything. It's in a time of conflict, a group of unlikely heroes band together on a mission to steal the plan. Oh no, that's Star Wars. What the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
Hold on. So his colleagues devise a drastic plan to force him to confront his grief in a surprising and profoundly human way. So somebody died in his family, and they tried
Oh, okay. All right. So they're trying to bring it out.
to try to get him to grief in a
Get him to become more self-aware.
That's
about
Will
it.
Smith.
yeah. That's Will Smith.
He's been in so many action movies. Like,
This is not an action movie. This
I know,
is
that's what I'm saying. He wants that Oscar.
right.
Because he's probably pissed.
Does he have an Oscar?
No,
I don't
think
think
so.
so.
Oh, does he for Ali? Maybe he was nominated for Ali. I don't think he got it.
I'm not sure if he did or not, but I know the last movie. I don't know if you've seen it, Concussion, where he played like.
He was nominated for that one too, wasn't he? Yeah, he was.
But he didn't win.
Right.
So he's like the Black Leo. He'll probably get it next year then.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I like him in his roles where his, when he's like in a dramatic role. I don't like him in action that much. I like him when he's like his emotions are showing in his face.
Yeah.
When he cries, like he has.
Come on,
He
man.
makes you
Fucking
feel.
Men in Black though, like he.
That was funny. It wasn't Oscar.
And,
it wasn't.
Enemy
It
of the
wasn't.
State or whatever.
I loved it. I mean,
Oh, it was good.
I just
I'm talking like you've seen Suicide Squad, right?
I haven't seen it yet.
I thought it was
haven't?
good in Suicide Squad.
It was okay. It was the best part. And him and Harley were the best part, obviously, in the movie. But like,
Why was Harley so good?
I think she portrayed the character pretty well, except the sexuality.
Oh, you didn't like the sexuality?
No, I thought that they steered away from the original Harley a little bit because she wasn't about
Did
sexuality.
you show her naked?
Well, she showed a lot of her body, and
Okay.
they didn't really need to. Her character was already like,
She's already very sexual.
yeah, I mean, she's already good looking. You don't need to like really put it out there. I mean, we get it. She's really pretty and
Like,
good looking.
we get it, assholes.
Yeah, just stop
pretty.
with the sex stuff. Yeah. So you guys would be interested in watching a Will Smith movie in theaters like this?
I would probably bootleg it. You know.
That means two ways. That they're gonna bootleg it out and you're gonna watch it. You're not gonna watch it. Or you're gonna bootleg it as you're gonna download
I'll
it
go to the
legally.
theaters to get it, and I won't rent it.
So you're gonna download it and then
So I'll
watch
probably
it.
download it off one of my illegal
Your legal stuff. Oh, okay.
torrent sites
Your legal torrent sites.
and watch like a shitty cam and then never watch it again. You know? So that's probably what I'll do. So
I'm probably gonna wait. I think movies like this, like give it a few months, it'll be like an HBO or and Showtime or something like that.
I feel like in order to go to the theater, it has to be like a blockbuster.
You have to have like
a movie or Star
like you
Wars.
know you're gonna get your
Not a
time.
Will Smith movie.
yeah.
Like,
Well, except this time of year is Oscar season, so you're gonna have these dramas coming out right now
Yeah.
that are gonna be nominated. So
which is kind of fucked up when you think about it. It seems like the closer you get to the Oscars, you know, people drop the great movies. What about the movies that were released in January? Like
that's what I'm saying. They drop it at the end of the quarter.
Yeah.
You know,
To get more
in December going into January, they fit it in just in time, and then you know these dramatic. They kind of overshadow the movies from the whole year.
Right, it's fucked up. It's not fair. I can't remember movies from January, but I'm sure there was some good ones.
Well, the blockbusters they stay away from. I mean, obviously a couple of them come out in December and in January, but they stay away from this.
Right.
I think just because a lot of movies, like you said, there are more of dramas and then they're aiming for the Oscar. It come out now, and if they drop something big right now, they're not gonna get as much sales and they're not gonna get as much money as.
It does make sense to drop in the fourth quarter.
Right.
Yeah. What else we got on there?
So that's the major ones that are coming out for theaters this week.
So I'll give that one a yay. I'll watch it.
I'll watch it too.
Not yay as in down.
Not in theaters, yeah. I'm not gonna watch it in theaters, but I'm definitely gonna watch it when it comes
Like
out.
if
DVD or-
if Dime sends me the bootleg copy, I might watch it. I won't go
All you gotta
looking
do
for
is
it.
ask.
Yeah, I won't go looking for that shit.
So movies that are coming out in Blu-ray this week. A lot of them I don't know. You guys might know them. I'm just gonna go through them, and if you watched one of them, just stop me. Let's Be Evil coming out on the 13th. No, Suicide Squad.
See.
Watched it. I watched it.
Yep.
See, I didn't.
I watched it in IMAX. This is one of the, and it's a liked experience. The story was not good. If from a, I mean, I get it. It's the first movie that they have all together, and they
Like the origin kind
the
of.
origin. Yeah. So I get what they were doing. The end just plainly sucked. Like I didn't like, not like the
I thought the
ending.
dialogue was horribly.
Horribly
bad,
well.
but,
Yeah.
You know, then again,
Well, I think that.
my.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sure the person that wrote that is cake, you know, making money off
Well, is it the same ones that wrote BVS? I'm not sure.
PBS, like
BVS, like a Batman versus Superman. BVS.
Oh, BVS.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Visual effects and the action obviously was good. The action in the end was kind of just slapped together. I didn't feel like they put a lot of thought into it. I didn't feel like they could have definitely done better. They had like great cast, and the villain I didn't like the villain at all. The villain was just, I felt like they just rushed it. They didn't have a good villain, so they were like, you know what, let's just put whoever we can find really quick and slap it together and
Who is
just
the
put it out there.
That's what I'm saying. I watched the movie now and I remember who the villain was.
Was the witch? She was with them and then basically turned against them.
Scarlet Witch or whatever. No, that's Marvel.
What's her name? Who's the witch?
I don't know,
Dominic, do you know her name?
Sound guy.
Oh, you're with us. It's fine.
What is it? I won't pay attention.
The Suicide Squad, the villain in Suicide Squad. The girl, the witch something. I can't remember.
We got our tech guy
Yeah,
Googling.
we got our go-to Dominic Zarelli in the building.
I really enjoyed listening. I really enjoyed listening to the soundtrack.
Ooh, the
That dude,
soundtrack
song was dope.
amazing.
Yeah, it was good.
There's some fucking bangers on that.
Dude, the whole there's probably like 6 or 7 I got in my Get Hype playlist.
Yes.
Yeah, it was really good.
My favorite right now is Sucker for Pain. I love that song.
You know what? I really like the. What's the band? I can't remember, but they redid the Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. It was a nice take on it. Like it was too similar, but it was refreshing to hear that song again.
Okay. You got it, Dom?
Yeah, I just want one name.
Got the squad tatted on me from my head to my ankles.
Waiting for Mr. Dominic to
Well,
find
this
this.
is Wasted Air, so I'm gonna go ahead and move to our sponsor. Today's sponsor is brought to you by Yellow Banana, selling yellow bananas to underprivileged, poverty-stricken people since 1985, and this is definitely a nice quality, about 7-inch banana.
7-inch banana?
I didn't know they measured, but
Yeah, I didn't realize they measured them.
Isn't that how they sell them too? They sell them in inches.
I don't think so.
Oh,
I mean, unless you're talking about different bananas. Got it?
It was Enchantress.
Enchantress, thank you.
is she a witch though?
Yeah, the witch. Yeah, they call her the witch in there. Right?
Enchantress.
she's basically an enchantress.
Enchantress.
She's like Harry Potter.
She's like Harry Potter. He's the female version of Harry Potter. So Harriet Potter.
Speaking of Harry Potter, speaking of Harry Potter, I downloaded some random movie the other day, and he was playing like an undercover Nazi.
Oh, that shit was good. Imperium?
see it?
Oh yeah, that was a good movie. Have you seen it? Imperium. He plays a
From Harry
FBI
Potter to
undercover.
Nazis, you know.
He did really good in that movie.
Yeah.
I saw him as a villain in a recent movie.
It's just tough to see. It's tough to see because when you get somebody in this
What is that?
iconic role,
yeah, he's that guy.
it's like he's that guy for the rest of his life. So it's tough seeing him in
Yeah.
other movies. You know, it's like
That's what drove Shia LaBeouf insane.
Yeah.
Now he's rapping.
the Twilight series, the vampire Edward.
Oh, that dude.
Yeah.
Anytime anybody sees him in a movie, he's gonna be Edward.
Right.
you
Same
know.
as fucking stiff face there, the girl from Twilight Zone.
Kristen something.
Yes, Kristen Stewart.
Yeah.
Tara Reid.
Which is funny. I just saw on Netflix that girl is starring in a movie about these people who can't convey any emotion. So like she's
Perfect for it.
She's up for an
Talking about
Oscar.
Tara Reid?
Nah, the fucking Kristen Stewart.
Oh yeah, yeah, man.
Now You See Me Too was the one where he's the
I like
villain.
that.
Yeah.
He's the villain in
Yeah.
that one. He did a good that one too.
Radcliffe. He was like the rich fucking the
Yeah,
dude.
so I guess even though you always think of him as Harry Potter, he's kind of like, I think you could tell that he's a good actor because
Yeah, he's a good actor. Well, when he was a kid, obviously he didn't. First two, he like sucked big time.
Really?
You know? Yeah, I didn't
I
think
mean,
he
I'm only halfway through the second film.
He didn't have like any emotions in his face. He just felt flat when he delivered the lines.
That-
But he was a kid. Like
That accent though,
the accent is yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
I feel like
his
if
bread
I
and butter.
had like an English accent or Australian accent or something,
Oh yeah, you'd be way more sexy.
I'd be so much hotter. You know?
All right, so Suicide Squad, you gonna watch it?
I'm gonna watch it. I've been waiting
Come
for
out.
like rentals.
But the one that is coming out is an extended cut, so they're gonna have more Joker scenes in it.
Oh, they might actually have some of the stuff that was in the trailer.
They're going to, yeah. That's the idea, yeah.
They-
And I felt like I knew, like in my head, I knew it was gonna happen because there's no way they're gonna release everything that they had in there for him because I felt like if they do that, it'll be like a 3-hour movie or whatever.
Right.
It's the same way that Batman vs Superman did. Like the theatrical cut is not the same as
Oh,
the
okay.
Blu-ray cut. So it was longer. The Blu-ray cut was longer, and it made more sense if you watched that than the theatrical
I
cut.
hear director's cuts are usually pretty bullshit. Like they have unnecessary cuts in them. Like because in movies they say kill your babies, get rid of all the unnecessary shit.
Well, because the director's cut is before the executives look at it.
Yeah.
When the executives look at the cut and they're like, "Oh, we don't want this, we don't want this, we don't want this," I think they do some cuts and
You know, Hitchcock. This is, I throw this quote around all the time. Hitchcock said, you know, the art of editing is remove everything but the essential.
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean? So these directors, they want their director's cut because they want to throw all these little extra
Yep.
Right.
pieces in there, you know, stuff that
But usually
you
doesn't-
don't really need in the story. Like
doesn't
Mike said,
push it.
kill the babies.
I feel like that's true, except did you watch the Batman vs Superman, the extended cut?
No, I don't. You know what? I think
You
I
watched it?
watched it, but I don't know if it was the extended cut.
Was it the bootleg cut?
It was bootleg. Yes.
Then it was the theatrical cut. It wasn't the extended one was longer and it had some of the scenes that tied everything together.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of people like that more than the theatrical cut because, all right?
Yeah, I just dropped my wedding ring.
Oh, that's all right. Just leave it there.
Sorry, Bo.
She won't mind.
Bro, let me put that on you.
Appreciate that.
Oh, gotcha.
Am I kiss the bride now? No? 35 minutes?
We're at 35 minutes? Oh, wow.
Yeah, we've been going through this pretty quick.
Get the,
I'd imagine we're gonna edit some stuff out though, where it's bullshit,
No,
and maybe rearrange some of it.
Yeah, you could always have like a little commercial, you know, bring a little commercial or something.
Or we can just leave it.
Yeah, if you're not able to fill an hour 15, don't fill an hour 15. Just get where the conversation naturally ends.
Right.
Yep.
All right, let's see. So Florence Foster Jenkins is the other movie that's coming out on the 13th. All I know, it has the that dude from The Big Bang Theory. You guys watch The Big Bang?
Sheldon?
No, the other guy. The
Galicki?
To be honest, I'm not smart enough to watch that show. I have no idea what the fuck you're
Rajesh?
talking about.
no, the other guy, the Jewish dude.
Oh. That he's
I can't remember his name. Yeah, he's in the movie. Yeah, he's one of the main cast in the movie. That's all I know about it. I've seen the cover for it. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch the trailer.
Next.
I heard some good things about it, but
Nah.
probably won't watch it. Hey,
Hey.
End of a Gun coming out the 13th. I don't know. Do you know that movie?
No? Nah.
The Twilight Zone, the complete edition is coming out on Blu-ray the 13th.
Oh.
What's that mean?
All of the Twilight Zone, yeah, the
man.
complete edition, the complete set of episodes.
They're all on Netflix.
They are, yeah, but they're gonna release them in Blu, so they'll be sharper and maybe I think they're gonna have maybe some behind the scenes or something. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe
That's something.
I don't have a Blu-ray player. Maybe I'm one of the only ones. I didn't even think people.
A lot of the digital now is just taking over.
You know.
I was waiting for it too. Like I was really one of those people. I thought it was gonna be like the HD DVDs that they came out with.
Yeah,
I thought it was just gonna die out like that. But
Well, I think the Blu-ray took over that when they released the HD TV, and then Sony came up with the Blu-ray.
yeah,
They took over the HD. They didn't pan out that well for them. Okay, so Ben-Hur.
Ben-Hur, that was a
Ben-Hur?
remake on the classic from
Yeah.
the 60s.
Yeah, it's coming out the 13th.
I think that's on
Blu-ray.
Netflix too.
Is it?
The original one, not the
Like
new one.
old Roman.
Yeah, the original one is. The new one that just came out.
Yeah, it's the new one just came out on Netflix.
It did?
Yeah. I seen it, and then I seen it on my.
Oh, I gotta check it out. I didn't realize it did.
I'm gonna check it out then. Fuck, because the original, man, that's like they used some of the original moving mats
Yeah.
that developed in for green screens and shit.
Oh wow.
The next one, The Legend of Korra, the complete edition. Is if you guys like anime or
Oh,
cartoons.
the Leica studios there, where they use 3D printing to replace all their faces.
What? What are you talking about?
Are you talking about? Is that an animated one?
Anime, yeah, like the what is that one that came out before this one? The Airbender. Yeah. What's his name? Dominic? The Airbender
Avatar?
one? Avatar the Airbender. Yeah, this is
That's
basically.
related to that.
Yeah, I think it's his
M. Night Shyamalan?
granddaughter.
But it's not Shyamalan.
Not the movie, the cartoon.
By the way, Shyamalan
Nickelodeon.
has a movie coming out. The
What is it?
dude that has 27 split personalities. That's gonna be fucking insane, man.
What
The trailer for it?
what is it called?
Oh,
I don't know. Just look up Shyamalan. That
Red.
motherfucker.
Roll that trailer.
Roll that trailer. Okay, the last one that's coming out for Blu-ray that I have in my list is Fear the Walking Dead season 2, the 13th. You guys watched it? You watched it? Fear
Yeah,
the
I
Walking
watched, yeah, you know I'm a big Walking Dead fan. I watched The Fear of the Walking Dead as well.
Dead? What did you think about it? The second season.
I'm all caught up. I don't know. A lot of people didn't like it. They think it's slow and not a lot of zombies, but I like it. I feel like there's a lot of character development in there. I would like to see a little more action,
Yeah.
but it's it's a good switch up from the other Walking Dead. You know, it's something to keep your mouth wet while the regular Walking Dead's off the air.
Right.
So I don't know, if you're a zombie fan, I recommend it. I know the zombie thing is kind of like beating a dead horse at this point.
Right.
It is.
You know, not everybody can make a zombie masterpiece in a day and a half like me and Mike did. But
By the way, we might need to drop that video at some point on here.
yep, Red, roll that clip.
Roll that beautiful.